Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, April 8th, and it is NTI day 12. So today I'm going to talk about 5 more vocabulary words that are found on checkpoint 2 of the Ecosystems Project on Summit. So again, if you're on the Ecosystems Project, it's NTI day 12, April 8th. You'll click on that. Just like you did yesterday, you have 5 new words: predator, prey, matter, energy flow, and food chain. And you're going to put in the definition from the doodle notes. You're not going to go to Google and copy and paste it. You're going to put a picture in that would represent that. And you're also going to use that word in a sentence. So we're going to go back to our notes for today. So predator-prey relationship. It is an interaction between two organisms of different species. One of them feeds on the other organism. So the predator is going to be the thing that eats the prey. So for an example, you have an eagle here. That would be the predator. It's kind of cut off, but it's on the next slide. You have a mouse, and the mouse would be the prey. So we have a graph here that shows predator-prey populations. The mice is represented by the yellow, and the hawk is represented by the blue. So if we fill out and go through this, the label on the x-axis, which is down here, is years, and then the 2 y-axis, there's 2 separate ones. The hawk is on the left, and on the right is the mice. What happens to the number of prey when the predators decrease? The hawk decreased, and then the mice increased. So when the predator population decreases, then that gives a chance for the prey population to increase. A specific example, in 2002, the hawk population dropped below 20, so that's right here. And the mice population increased by about 500. And then when predators decrease, the prey are not hunted as much, allowing more prey to survive and reproduce. So next word, matter. And we have gone over matter. We just learned that information. And matter, again, is all living and non-living things. All matter is made of atoms. And matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. There are 4 elements that are most common in living things. That's carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. The next word is energy flow. Energy flow is the initial source. The sun is the initial source of energy for all ecosystems. Producers convert the sun's energy into chemical energy that is passed along the food chain. So energy is passed from one organism to the next in an ecosystem, and that's where you get the energy flow. The sun is the initial source for every piece of the ecosystem. So next we have food chain, and in a food chain, energy decreases as it gets passed from one organism to the next. So the first piece of our food chain is producers, and they produce food via photosynthesis. So this is going to be your plants. Then you have primary consumers, and that is the first ones to eat in the food chain. Then you have secondary consumers, and they're second to eat. So they eat those primary consumers. Next, you have tertiary consumers, so they're the third to eat, and they eat the secondary consumers. And then you have your top consumers, so they're the fourth to eat. They're also the top predators. So if we're considering humans in the ecosystem food chain, we are always going to be top consumers. And also, it is the sequential transfer of food energy from one species to another. And then tomorrow... Oh, no, we need this one too. So energy in an ecosystem, the energy is passed. So first down here, we have energy from the sun is captured by plants that make their own food energy. Then you have the plant energy is passed to animals when herbivores, which are plant-eating consumers, eat plants. Then the energy is passed on to carnivores, which are meat-eating consumers, when they eat another animal. So in an ecosystem, you have the 10% energy rule, and only 10% of the chemical energy is passed from one level of a food chain to the next. The other 90% is used for life processes. So just the animals themselves being able to convert that energy to live their daily lives. Energy is not recycled, and nor can it be created or destroyed. Energy is transformed from one form to another, and then energy is released as it flows through a food chain. It's transferred to heat, kinetic, and sound energy. And that's all stuff that you'll learn in more depth when you get to 7th grade next year. Okay, that's all. Yes, that is all for today. We will be back tomorrow with day 3, post spring break, so technically day 13. All right, see y'all later.